نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ونبينا محمد عبده ورسوله
الله عليه وسلم.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتون إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. إخوة الإيمان السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
عباد الله اعلموا ما لله من الحكمة البالغة في التعاقب بالشهور والأعوام وتولي ليالي والأيام، فإن الله جعل الليل والنهار خزائن الأعمال ومراحلا للأجل يأمره الناس بالخير والشر حتى ينتهي إلى آخر أجالهم. عباد الله، وقد جعل الله فيها سبحانه وتعالى موازن الخيرات يزداد فيها المؤمنون إيمانا ويتوب فيه العاصي إلى الله، فاستعدوا من اغتنام الموازن المباركة فيمالها بالطاعة وتكي من حرم خيرات في هذه الشهر المحرم الذي فينا الآن. قال الله تعالى في كتابه الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن عدة الشهور عند الله 12 شهرا في كتاب الله يوم خلق السماوات والأرض منها 4 حرم ذلك الدين القيم فلا تظلموا فيهن أنفسكم وقاتلوا المشركين كافة كما يقاتلونكم كافة واعلموا أن الله مع المتقين. الحديث عن أبو بكر عبد الله بن قحافة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال إن الزمان قد استدرك هيئته يوم خلق الله السماوات والأرض سنة 12 شهرا أربعة منها الحرام 3 متوليات ورجب المدر الذي بين الجمادى الثانية وشعبان. عباد الله، إن الله يأمركم بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي ولذكر الله الأكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون. Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'da. We give thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us another beautiful opportunity to be here today. Being the second Jum'ah, which is the Friday of the holy month of Muharam. Today being the 10th day of this holy month, this blessed month of Muharram in the year 1444 after the hijrah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from the holy city of Mecca to the noble city of Medina al-Munawwara, which is equivalent to the 29th day of the month of July 2023. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala count this our gathering as an act of worship. Today, we will be discussing about the honor and sanctity of this holy month called the month of Muharram. We've told us last week that whomever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spared his life till today should fast the 9th day and the 10th day of this blessed month. Those that were unable to fast yesterday have missed out. Those that did not have the intention that did not prepare for the intention to fast today have missed out for this year. May Allah stay our life till next year and beyond in good condition and increment in the state of Iman. Today, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam met the Jews or saw the Jews of Medina fasting on this particular day of Yom Ashura. He now inquired from them that why are you doing this? They now told him that we are doing this in commemoration of the liberation that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala liberated Nabi Musa, Prophet Moses, from the torment of Pharaoh. The day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala liberated Prophet Musa and the Israelites that believed in him. The day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought them out from the land of Egypt, from the torment and the torture of Pharaoh. So they are using this particular day to fast, to thank God for the liberation that the Israelites were liberated. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam now said that I'm more closer to Prophet Musa. I'm more closer to Moses, Prophet Moses, than you the Jews. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spare my life till next year, I'm going to fast on the 9th day and the 10th day. Indicating that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam wants to teach us a lesson that khalafa Yahud, that we should do something different from what the Jews are doing or what the Nasaras are doing, the Christians. They used to fast on the what? On the 10th day of Muharam. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said by next year, if he's still alive, he's going to fast on the 9th and the 10th, so that it can be different from the 10th day that the Jews have made as a sacred day. But as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will want it, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not live to see the following year. So it's because he has already mentioned it. So I think he was alive, he would have fasted the 9th and 10th day. So we can fast the 9th and 10th day. Despite the fact that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was unable to fast the 9th day. Because what we call the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam are the sayings, the actions, and what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw his companions doing, and they never go against those actions. Those are the things we call the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So there are some things he had already mentioned that were not fulfilled. So if we now put those things into practice, we have not done anything that is happening. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgave Nabiuna Adam alayhi salamullah. You know, Allah sent him away from the Jannah because he was asked not to do what? Not to eat the forbidden fruit. And he ate it. So Allah sent him away. That despite all the benevolence that were surrounding you in this garden of paradise, you still allow the devil, the shaitan, to instigate you to go and pluck from that shajaratul antit, that forbidden fruit that I asked you not to eat. So Allah sent him away from Jannah, him and his wife, Nana Awal. So it was reported that the day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted his seeking of repentance, it was on this same 10th day of month of Muharam. It was also reported that the day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded the ark of Nabi Nuh, Prophet Noah. You know, he was inside the ark for like 40 days, 40 nights. The day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it was raining heavily. You can see what the flood is going to turn to. It was on the sea and it was raining. So it was with the accumulation of the rainwater and that of the sea that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to wipe away the people of Noah because they disbelieved in him. You know, it was the prophet that they were stoning. Apart from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were pelting him with stones. Just because he was telling them to do what? Follow Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and accept what he has asked me to tell you. He lived for 1,400 years. He propagated the wordings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for 950 years. At the end of the day, it was only 80 people that accepted the religion from him. 72 from the community and 8 from his own family. Somebody that was saying, follow Allah, follow Prophet, follow Allah, follow Prophet. Only for 950 years, only 80 people accepted the religion from him. How many years old was Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this world? How old was he? For how many years did he propagate Islam? And Islam is still existing today. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructed the ark to come to a stop. That Allah altered the journey of that ark was on the same day of this Yom Ashura, the 10th day of Muharam. A lot of things. And unfortunately, which led to a coincidence of the martyrdom of Hussein, the son of Ali ibn Abi Talib. You know, Ali ibn Abi Talib was a cousin to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and was also an in-law. He was the one that married the beloved daughter of Prophet Muhammad, Sayyidatuna Fatima, bintu Rasulullah. So she gave birth to two children. She gave birth to Hassan and Hussein. Hassan was the elder brother. As I used to tell us, they were not twins. There are 11 months in between Hassan and Hussein. The younger brother was Hussein. So the Shiites that used to commemorate the killing of Hussein was because the day that Hussein was killed. I've narrated the story of how Hussein was killed when we were talking about the massacre of the Karbala. I've explained how he was killed. It was on this same very day that that Hussein was killed, the son of Ali ibn Abi Talib, the son of Fatima, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it was a coincidence that it was on this same day that he was killed by the foot soldiers of Yazid ibn Muawiyah ibn Abu Sufyan. So if you go to the northern part of the country now, you see the Shiites on this particular day, they will be moving up and down from one state to another, wearing black clothes and tying red band that they are mourning what? They are mourning Hussein, the son of Abu Talib. But that is not part of our Aqidah. So that is the tradition of the Shiites. They can be doing that also in Iran. The disciples of Sheikh Imam Khomeini, they will be mourning Hussein at a very particular day like this. So all those ones are just, that particular one is just a coincidence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give every one of us. Now, Shahr Muharam, the month of Muharam. Ilamu manillahi min al-hikmatul baligha. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that every one of us, we should go and cogitate very well. We should go and think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that has spared us from last year. Till date, it's not that we are so special. It doesn't mean that we have read Quran better than other people. Allah now reserves us. Not that it is our prayer that we have been observing our Khamsu Salawat, that we are perfected, that Allah has spared us. Not that the Ramadan that we have been fasting, that made Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to spare me and you till now. No, you are not doing anything special to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that has given us the opportunity to be existing today. It's just the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That out of my mercy, let me just spare him or her. So this matter is telling us that every one of us, we should go and think about the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is upon every one of us. في تعجب الشهور والأعوام, for the interpolation of the days and the years. How the days are counting after each other to become a year. We should go and think about it. What has necessitated that? What has led to that? What has given me and you opportunity to have seen yesterday until now we are still existing? What special thing have we done to Allah? The man is telling us that we should go and think about it. وَتَوَلِّ اللَّيَالِ وَالْأَيَّامِ, and how the nights are following each other and they are turning today. At least before we see the daybreak, the night must have passed. So how the night is enveloping itself, turning itself to a day. We should go and think about that. You should remember the verse of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that said, وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى مَا وَعَدَكَ رَبُّكَ وَمَا قَلَى وَالشَّمْسِ وَضُحَاهَا وَالْقَمَرِ إِذَا تَلَاهَا وَالضُّحَى وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا سَجَى man wada'aka rabbuka wa man qala. All these are signs from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is telling us that Allah is existing. And for you to be witnessing all these changes, it means that Allah has specifically preserved you. So what do you want to give back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in return? فإن الله, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ja'ala layla wa nahara khazain al-aman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the days and nights to be a scale of preference for us to be measuring our activities. Al-khazain means scale. Al-aman means our activity, the works we are doing, not the liberal works you are doing. The act of worship, the way you are living your life. So that we will be using this day and night to evaluate ourselves so that we know if we are going to succeed in the hereafter or not. If you are doing bad, you should know. If you are doing good, you should know. So, Azailul Aman, iya laylan wa naharan, ay layluha wa nahariha. Aw laylina wa naharuna. Our days and nights is a measure. It's a parameter that is being used, that me and you should use to evaluate what we are doing so that we should know where we are going to return to. وَمَرَاهًا لِلْأَجَلِ, and is the one that is bringing time, changing time for us. We say some people of yesterday, we'll be talking about a century, we'll be talking about a decade, right? And we are talking of future again. It is this day and night that is giving us opportunity to be able to do what? To do the calculation. يَأْمُرُ النَّاسِ مِنَ الْخَيْرَاتِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is encouraging every one of us to do what? To do good for those that want to do good. وَشَرٍ, and those that want to do bad, that want to perpetrate evil, keep on doing it. It is this day and night. It is within the day and night that the people that will be doing good will be doing good. And within the days and night, the people that want to be perpetrating evil, they also be using that opportunity to do it. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that it's better we do what? We do good. Hatta yantahiya ila akhir ajalihim. They will be there. They will be doing either good or bad till the time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, Alhaakumu takasuru atazuru tumul maqabir, that the end time has come. What will be determining this is our days and nights. We can't do anything without day and night, either good or bad, till the time that we want to raise our hand, we won't be able to raise it again. Till the time that we want to talk, we won't be able to talk again. Till the time that we will leave our eyes open, we won't see anything we decide again. And it's widely open. But the Amrullah, the commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that is there, that has given it the opportunity to be seen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has withdrawn it. So before that time, we should do good for those that want to do good. Before that time, those that want to do bad to continue doing bad. But it is better for them to come to do what? To repent during the day and night and return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue to be doing good. Ibadallah, O servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my brothers sitting with me, in front of me. وَقَدْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ فِيهَا سُبْحَانَهُ وَتَعَالَى مَوَازِنُ الْخَيْرَاتِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us opportunity to have scales, mawazin al-khairat, the scales to be using to measure our good works. Your Ramadan is a scale for you. Because Ramadan will abstain you from different kinds of atrocities. Ramadan is not just to abstain from drinking, from eating, from looking illegal things, right? And from making advances to your legally married woman. It's not just that. Not just for making advances to illegal women around you. Ramadan is not just for that. It's also a skill to checkmate you. Your Hamsu Salawat is there for you. Because if you are so conversant and consistent in your observing salawat, your daily salawat, definitely you will be going away from the bad things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said you should not go closer to. Because you wouldn't want all your effort to be what? To be wasted. Now, virtually every one of us that we are here, we have left the work we are doing. We have left the activities we are doing. To come and do what? To come and pay our homage. To come and do what? To come and submit ourselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Will you want this effort to be wasted? Will you want your effort to be in futility? All these are our skills that we'll be using to what? To evaluate us. So whoever is addicted to all this, definitely that person will not want to do what? To perpetrate any evil, because he wouldn't want all this effort to be wasted. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, we should continue doing this good because fiya mu'minun. Yazdadu fiya mu'minuna imanan. The believers, their iman, their faith will continue to be doing what? To be increasing. Because you will hear that don't perform adultery, don't go closer to fornication, don't eat bribe, don't take bribe, don't play gambles. All these will be parameters that will be using to evaluate yourself to become a believer. And a believer will continue to be doing what? To be increasing in the state of iman. Because you have gotten what? You have skills of preference that you can refer to that I don't want all this effort to be wasted. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala feel asi ilallah. Those that have done wrong things, those that have stolen the money of the country, those that have made people to shed unlawful tears, those that are kidnapping people, those that are humiliating people, those that power is intoxicating them, they will seek Allah's mercy in this month and become a soul believer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said He's going to give some people long lifespan. Giving some people long lifespan is not for them just to go and be playing on the earth's surface. It's for them to be able to recalculate back and cogitate back of what they have done during their prime age. So Allah is giving some people longevity for them to do what? To become sober, to have a sober reflection so that they can think of where they are going. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will shorten some people's life. He won't give them long life because they are already righteous. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows that if you give them long life, from that longevity, they will become an unfortunate person or unfortunate set of people. We mentioned this when we were talking about Surah Al-Kahf. The child that Nabi Musa alayhi salamullah saw that Khidr had to murder that child. And at the end of the day, we were made to understand that that child, his parents so much loved him. And the both parents, they are righteous servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because of the love that they have for that child, it's going to take them away from the state of Iman. So through the love that they have for that child, they will become an unfortunate people in sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to give some people long life for them to be able to do what? To repent. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used to shorten some people's life so that they will become somebody that they will be among the sinners that is going to chastise on the day of Qiyamah. Allah let us be among the people who is going to give long life, and let us be among people that will continue to be doing the righteous things. Fayamulaha bita'a. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is encouraging every one of us to continue to be what? To be following His dictates. To be asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to do the right things for us. Anyone that is not favor us, we have iman. We know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala biyadihi kulli shay'in. Either khair or shar, everything belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are in His hand. Until you build yourself to this level before you become a mu'min. وَتَكِيُّ مِنْ هَرَمٍ خَيْرًا. And an unfortunate person will never do something good for him to be able to tap from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's continue to be following the dictates of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and what Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has brought on to us. The unfortunate person will not tap from the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fi hadi shahr al-Muharam. As we said, that this month is a blessed month, as we are going to see from the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The fortunate set of people, they will be doing a lot of good activities. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that the best of fasting after the fasting of Ramadan is the best fasting that you can fast in this month of Muharam. Kama qala Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So those of you that you have missed that of yesterday and that of today, may Allah spare our life till next year. Don't miss it. The best of fasting after that 29-30 days Ramadan is the fasting that you are going to fast in what? In this holy month. The ones you are doing, may Allah accept it. The ones you have done, may Allah accept it and put it in the scale of acceptance for us. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah At-Tawbah, Quran chapter 9, verse 36, that Inna iddata shuhuri inda Allah isna ashara shahran. That with me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I have 12 months. That in front of me, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu, fi zatihi, I have 12 months. How do we have all these months? How do we have these days? We are going to come to it. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is categorically telling us in the Holy Quran that in front of me, I have 12 months. Isna ishara shara fi kitabullah. Allah said in my only book. So that means the way we have our own book, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has his own book. Which type of book is in front of Allah? Is it your higher education? Is it your hard copy? Is it your A4 paper? You now put it together and now use it to form a book. Is that the kind of book that we are talking about? The book we are referring to is the Kitab, the mother of all books. Every one of us, we might have been hearing from our elementary knowledge that there is what we call Lawhul Mahfuz. Lawhul Mahfuz is where all our activities are being written. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give some creators opportunity to see, like angels. But Kitab, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said here, that the 12 months that I have created, the days and nights that generated what? To 12 months. They are there in my book. The book we are referring to, as I mentioned, is the Kitab, the mother of all books. And that is what? The one that is in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that anybody doesn't have access to. That is where our destiny is written. And Quran also testifies to it. وَإِنْدَهُ Kitab. Kitab is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nobody have access to it and nobody can have access to it. So Allah is saying that in the book in front of me, I have the 12 months registered here. يَوْمَ خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. The day that me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, creates the heaven and the earth. So everything is what? Is written in that book. So Allah did not create the heaven and the earth within 1 minute, within 2 seconds. No. Within days. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the heaven and the earth. So, after this, the record of the creation of the days and the heaven and the earth, Allah now said in that book again, Mini Arba'atun Hurumun. I wrote in that book special 4 months. There are special 4 months that I wrote in that book. You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already told us that He has 12 months. That He registered inside that word, inside that book. And inside that book, that is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wrote the number of days that He used to create what? The heaven and the earth. Allah now said in that book again, I specifically mentioned some 4 months among the 12 months that are sacred. That these months, they are special. Among you, how many months? Among the 12 months. Allah said, Zalika dinul qayyim, that the religion I have given to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that I have given to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Huwa dinul qayyim is a religion that is well established. It's not a religion that will ever be faded from the earth's surface. Al-Islamu huwa dinul awal wa dinul ula. It is the religion that is the first religion and is the most highest religion. No any other religion will supersede it. And there is no any other religion that will live after us other than Islam. Allah said that religion is the best of religion that are fully supported, that are fully established. If not that, Allah will not tell Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati wa raditu lakum al-islam ad-din. It was Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that told Prophet Muhammad that I have perfected today for you. That religion that I have sent you to go and propagate, I have perfected it to you, for you. Wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati. And for those that will be practicing that religion, I perfected my mercy upon all of you. Waroditu lakum al-Islam ad-din, and I'm pleased with al-Islam. Waroditu, I'm pleased. Lakum al-Islam, you see? Lakum al-Islam, no any other religion that Allah has mentioned here. I'm pleased with the religion of Islam for you people that you are practicing it. May Allah continue to be pleased with us.
Amen.
Because some people will still practice it and Allah will not be pleased with them. May Allah let us be among the people that will practice the best of the religion and be pleased with us.
Amen.
Allah said, فَلَا تَظْلِمُوا فِي إِنَّ أَنفُسَكُمْ. In this holy month, you people should not wrong each other. You people should not cheat each other. Don't cheat each other. Don't outsmart other people in this holy month. Does it mean that in other months we should continue to be cheating ourselves? We should continue to be transgressing? No. Allah is just telling us that these 4 months that I specifically removed from other 12 months, they are so sacred that you must continue to do plenty of goodness, of goodies inside this month than every other month. Brothers, as we are going to see, Ramadan is not inside these 4 months. And in Ramadan, we have to do lot of what? Lot of ibadat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, فَلَا تَظْلِمُوا فِي إِنَّ أَنفُسَكُمْ. Do not cheat each other inside this month. وَقَاتِلُوا الْمُشْرِكِينَ كَافَّةً. And you should fight the idol worshippers. All of them, you should fight them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, those that disbelieve in what we are doing, we should fight them. Allah said mushrikeen here, the idol worshippers. What about the mustashrikun? What about the free thinkers? That some of them now, they are going to learn Arabic, they are going to learn Quran, they are going to learn Hadith, just come and use it to fight us. They are not Muslims, but they will go to Islamic universities to go and learn. If they are speaking Arabic fluent, they will even speak it better than you Muslims. We call them mustashrikun. They are learning all this to come and use it to fight with the Muslims. That is why we keep telling we brothers and sisters that every time, every day that our soul is still in us, we should keep on seeking for the knowledge of what? Al-Islam. And we should know whom we are going to listen to. Because majority or large numbers of scholars now, they are virus. Even some literatures, we should be very careful in the literatures we are going to read. Not just because it's just an Islamic literature. Some might be written by those free thinkers. Some might be written by those that do not believe in Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that they say they are going to follow Ali. They are going to follow Hussein, that I told you that was murdered. They don't believe in Abu Bakr. They don't have any belief in Umar. They don't have any belief in Usman. They, some of them, used to call Sayyidatuna Aisha and Alot. They call her a prostitute, and they are Muslims. It's a particular sect in Islam. And the problem started from after the death of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They were supporting Ali. Ali to do what? To become the successor of Rasul. Because he was the cousin of Rasul and was also in-law. That he was the one that is supposed to become what? The Amirul Mu'minin, not Abu Bakr. We are in the same religion of Islam, but they have another bigotry and myopic thinking and belief. They too, they are writing their own literatures. The way we have our own Sahih Bukhari, they also have their own Sahih Bukhari, written according to their own fikra, according to their own figment of imaginations, according to their own discretion, outside the context of what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. So those kind of people, if they are waging war against Kalamullah wa Kalamu Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we should fight them. How do we fight them? I've explained to us several times. We can't just stand up and start killing people, start destroying people's property. That is not Islam. We must have some kind of conversations, long-term conversation, before we now reach a consensus that, okay, let's meet at social plane. We need to fight ourselves and let's know the person that Allah is supporting. Those are all what led to the battle of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So no Muslim should just stand up and start killing people and start destroying people's property. It's not allowed. And solitarily, you don't have the audacity to take decision in your hand because we have Islamic jurists that will say, this is the punishment that this social person has committed this offense, this is what he deserves. Not me and you single-handedly. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. Allah said, وَقَاتِلُوا الْمُشْرِكِينَ كَافَةً. All those that are not allowing Islam, they want to uproot Islam right from the root. They are destroying all the legacy of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The idol worshipper, Allah said, fight them. If they want to fight you in this sacred month, Allah said, fight them. Kama yuqatilunakum kaffa. The way they want to fight you, you too should fight them. Don't say because you are in the sacred months. Then you now hold your hand, they will now be killing you. You need to fight them. Wa'lamu anna Allaha ma'al muttaqin. Allah said every one of you should go and know. Anna Allah, that means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ma'al muttaqin. I'm with those that are conscious, those that have piety, those that are have by fear. Allah said I'm with them. So those that are not conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said they are not my people. I'm not with you. May Allah let us be among the muttaqin. This is Quran chapter 9, verse 36, Surah Al-Tawbah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had mentioned to us that we have 4 months that are sacred. How do we know the 4 months? Because the 4 months were not mentioned in the Quran. That is why we can't only believe in Al-Quran without believing in Hadith. We can't only believe in Hadith and not believe in Quran. Because we use Quran to interpret Hadith. We use Hadith to interpret Quran. 2 of them, they go together. They are not in parallel line. They work together. So whoever believes in only Quran is not a mu'min. Whoever believes in only Hadith is not a mu'min. As we are going to come to some of our Muslim brothers that only believe in Quran. We have some that only believe in what? In Hadith. They didn't believe in the truth and they are still existing to today. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had already mentioned them that they will come at the tail end of the world. And they are here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us be among the people that will believe in both and grant us al-Jannah to Firdaus. Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, Inna zamana, this time that we are, az-zaman means time that we are, it is unfolding itself, events upon events. Nabi Adam alayhi salamullah has used his own time. It was an event that took place there. Nabi Adam was no more in existence. But the Stadraka Ayhatihi, his own event has been unfolded, has been folded. And Nabi Nuh alayhi salamullah, he came into existence. He lived the number of years that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked him to live, the activities he's going to perform, he performed them. After some time, the Mount Tufan, after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala liberated the people that want to liberate, because the people that Allah liberated were the people that Nabi Nuh put inside the ark, as I told us. Every other people, Allah used the Mount Tufan to wipe them off the earth's surface. It was an event that occurred and it has become a past event. Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala is telling us that time upon time will be bringing different kind of what? Activities, different kind of what? Events that will be unfolding each other. Yawma khalaqallah. Part of the events that the time we'll be bringing is the day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the heaven and the earth. We have mentioned to us in Surah At-Tawbah. Abu Bakr too is now supporting it from at this point of view that they learned from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that during the time, particular time that already occurred, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used that time to do what? To create the heavens and the earth. And these days and nights are the one interpolating each other to become what? To become a sana, to become year. And in a year, we have Isna Ashara Sha'r. We have 12 months. It's an hadith I'm quoting now. And already Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already told us in that particular verse that I mentioned that Fi'a Isna Ashara Sha'r. Fi'a Isna Ashara Ash'ur. We have 12 months in the particular year. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said 4 particular months are sacred. And those particular months, they are what? In my book. And I've told us the difference between Kitab and Lawhul Mahfuz. So Abu Bakr too now telling us from what they have learned from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that there are 4 months. Salasa mutawalliyat. There are 4 months that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already made sacred. And 3 of these months, they are what? Mutawalliyat. They have, the first one has a successor. The second one has a successor. By the third one. Mutawalliyat, they follow each other, 3 of them. And the fourth one is the Rajab, that is Baina Jumad al-Thaniya wa Sha'ban. Rajab is in between the 5th month, in between the 6th month and the 8th month, which is Rabiul Thaniya or Rabiul Akhirah, Jumad al-Akhirah and Sha'ban. That the month in between Jumad al-Akhirah, the 6th month, and the 8th month is Rajab, is the 4th month that is sacred in sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Abu Bakr too also told us this, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had told Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam all these 4 months. Now, the first 3 months that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made sacred, that they followed each other, they are the Zulhijjah, Zulqa'dah, Zulhijjah, and Muharam. Zulqa'dah is the 11th month of the Hijri calendar. Zulhijjah is the 12th month that we to perform Hajj. And that is the end of the year of the Hijri calendar. Now, the month that preceded is the month that begins the new year of the Hijri calendar, which we are into it now. And that is the what? The month of Muharam. We have mentioned some of the things that happened during the month of Muharam. Muharam has a lot of blessings, which I mentioned 1 or 2. So, these Salasa Mutawalliyat of this Ashur, these 3 months that follow each other are the 11th month of the Hijri, which is the Zulqa'dah, and the 12th month of Hijri, which is the Zulhijjah, and Muharram, which is the 1st month of the following year. And Rajab, the 7th month, is the month of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That we need to do lot of good things. All these 4 months, they are what? They are sacred months in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. According to how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah At-Tawbah, and how Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has told us in his hadith through Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with every one of them, and let every one of us be among the successful servants in this world and in the hereafter. Now Muharram, we've mentioned to us what Muharram month is. Now, how did this month came to be? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us in Surah Yasin that وَالشَّمْسُ تَجْرِي لمستقر الله ذلك تقدير العزيز العليم والقمر قدرناه منازل آتى كالوجون القديم لا شمس ينبغي لها أن تدرك القمر ولا ليل سابق النهار وكل في فلك يسبحون. صدق الله العظيم. There is nothing that will lead to a day. There is nothing that will lead to a week. There is nothing that will lead to a month before the month now come together and become a year, if not the interpolation of the day and night. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that وَالشَّمْسُ تَجْرِي. Part of the science of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the sun. And as we are talking now, we are talking about the lunar year, not the solar year. Because we Muslims, we need to use the what? The lunar year. The sighting of the moon is what we use to calculate our daily activities. So we are talking about the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the number of years that Rasul spent. We'll be talking about that. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam died at the age of 63. The 63 is not the Gregorian calendar. It's based on what? The Hijri calendar. And the difference between the Gregorian calendar that me and you are using to calculate our daily activities now and the Hijri calendar is 11 days. If you're having 365, 366 days for the Gregorian calendar, we'll be having 354, 355 for the Hijri calendar, because they are either 28 or 29. They are hardly 30 days in Hijri calendar. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we are talking that he was 63 years old before his demise. We'll be talking in terms of what? Using Hijri calendar. Now, how did this calendar came to be? During Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, no calendar, but the names of the months had already been in existence. How did they come into existence? During Abu Bakr, no calendar. It was during Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu that the calendar came to be. And how? Abu Musa al-Ash'ari was among the senior companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They became believers at a very old age, and they continued to be a believer till Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam died. And they never left the fold of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam till also they died. So Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, he was the one that whispered to Sayyidina Umar bin Khattab radiallahu ta'ala anhu that, Ya Amirul Mu'minin, how can we just be like this without having something that will be regulating, that we can be referring to instead of events? We should have a calendar. Because during the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the way they used to mark their calendar is by events that had happened. Either they will talk about the time that the Abraham came to Mecca with the intention of destroying what? The Kaaba, the year of the elephant. That is what they use to refer to event that is happening. They don't have a particular year. The way me and you, we have 2023 now. They don't have. They only refer to past events, but they can't say this the particular year. So Abu Musa al-Ash'ari, he was the one that told Umar radiallahu ta'ala that it's high time. We should have what? We should have a calendar. Umar put together the believers that how are we going to know what we should refer to? Some said, let us imbibe the Romans. They said that is not befitting. Some said, let's emulate the Persians. Some believers said, no, we need to be on our own. Some said, oh, let's refer back to the birth of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that we are doing this morning. Yom Wulada Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they should refer to his birth date. And we know Islamically there is nothing like Maulid Nabi. If you want to do Maulid Nabi, you should be doing it every day. Because it's not there in Quran and it's not there in the Sunnah of Rasul. There wasn't any day that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam celebrated his birthday. The only thing he used to do on his birth date, right, is to fast. and he was given birth to on Monday. Reason why he used to fast on Monday. He used to fast on Thursday because our works will be taken to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for evaluation so that the work can meet the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So some companions, they kick against it. They said no. Some were referring to the year that Badr was fought. They said, okay, Badr was so severe. How they would differ? It was a defensive war. Let's use that day. They said no. Somebody among them now said, okay, the one that changed the dynamics of Islam, that separated the falsehood from the right, that brought out the illumination, that illuminated the light of Islam from the darkness, was the time that they did Hijrah. Immediately, Umar said, yes, this opinion is good. We've gotten what we can use as a parameter to be what? To be remembering our event. And that was how the calendar now started. Now, which month will now be the first month? Some are saying Ramadan, that we found as 9th month of the Hijriya now. It can happen like that because I was talking about 2-3 weeks ago that we are talking about Quran. Why was it that the first revelation is now the 96th chapter in the Holy Quran? And it was revealed in Mecca. Why was it not the one before Surah Al-Fatiha that is the first chapter? And Surah Al-Baqarah was revealed in Medina. Why was it the second chapter? So some people were asking that Ramadan, because of the nobility of the holy month, should be the first month. He said no. Rajab, being the month of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they said no. They now put us together. Okay, Zulhijjah used to be the month that people used to go for what? For Hajj. After the Hajj, which months follow is Muharam. Okay, let's take Muharam as the first month of the year. That was how Muharam now became the first year of the year. The first month of the year. Now, these are the emancipation of how we Muslims started having our what? Our calendar that we are using as our daily calendar, which every one of us must know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not keep every one of us here just to be there alone. He said, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسِ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ. I did not create any one of you just to be there for being sake. You are here to come and worship, including the jinns. All the creators that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created. Allah said, you are here to come and what? To come and worship me. How are we going to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? If not between the interpolations of the days and night. And the interpolation of the days and night, you can only know it from the solar and the lunar. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had already told us. Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala had already narrated to us that we have 12 months, right? Which every one of us know. Either Gregorian, either Hijriya, we have 12 months. The days that are accumulated to become a week. The week that are accumulated to become a month. How do they come to be? Surah Yasin, which I'm still going back to. وَالشَّمْسُ تَجْرِي لِمُسْتَقَرٍ لَهَا ذَلِكَ تَقْدِيرُ الْعَزِيزِ الْعَلِيمِ وَالْقَمَرَ. The sun and the moon, they will never meet together. Anytime they meet together, that means the end of the world has come. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that ikhtilaful layli wan nahar, the interpolation of night and day will be happening. Yes, according to what we have learned, we do a little bit of geography now. We know that 24 hours makes one day, right? And basically, it used to be 23 hours, 56 minutes, 4.09 seconds. But by approximation, we have 24 hours. That makes a day. These days culminated to become 1 week, right? So, for us to get a day, it is an event that will lead to the day and night. And that is the rotation of the earth. This earth that we are precisely within its imaginary axis. For those of us that teach geography, there is something we call imaginary axis. The imaginary axis, you won't see it. So the Earth has an imaginary axis. It will now rotate around that imaginary axis within that 24 hours. And that is what will give us ikhtilaful layli wan nahar. The difference between the day and the night. Then we having the dawn as well. We'll be having the dusk when the sun will be what? Rising. You'll be having the noon around this time that we are from 12 onward. And you'll be having the twilight. Yama, Irole, then you'll be having the night again. It is this rotation of this Earth around its imaginary axis. Another example of an imaginary thing is when you are traveling on the highway. You'll be seeing like the water in front of you, which is a mirage. You'll be assuming you get to that water, After when you get to where you are going, you won't see that water. So the imaginary axis of that Earth, that the Earth is rotating around, is not visible. But the Earth is rotating around something. So within the time that is rotating, that is when we are having our what? Day and night. This one will complete its own circle within 24 hours. After that 24 hours now, the Earth has completed its own operation. It will now keep moving around the sun in its elliptical orbit. And what we call ellipse is something that is elongated, it's not circular. The sun will be on our right hand side like this, while the Earth is revolving around it in different poles. Trying to explain ikhtilaful layli wan nahar that led to what we are having as a year now. Because all these had already been explained by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came on board. He stamped it. Then we are now picking it from them. So all the geographers, all the scientists, whatever they are saying now is already inside Quran 1414 centuries ago. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has revealed unto Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, the Earth has completed its own circle for a day. It will now be moving around the sun in its elliptical orbit, and that is what is going to give us 365 days. 6 hours, 57 minutes, 45.51 seconds. That is the movement of the revolution of the Earth around the sun. So this will continue 365 days. It will continue. 365 days, 6 hours. For the first year, for the second year, for the third year. And that is where we are having our lunar years. The fourth year, it will now be 366 days, which we are going to be having our what? Leap year, when February will be 29. February 29 is to come after 4 years. It's the ikhtilaful layli wan nahar. And all this will never happen if you don't have that verse in Surah Yasin, وَالشَّمْسِ تَجْرِي لِمُسْتَقَرٍ لَهَا ذَلِكَ تَقْدِيرُ الْعَزِيزِ الْعَلِيمِ وَالْقَمَرَ قَدَرْنَاهُ مَنَازِلَ. Even the moon, in the orbit that it is, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala places it, is enveloped in that moon. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not give the authority to come out, you won't see the moon. And is not ordained on the sun to move or to accelerate faster than what? Than the moon. The sun will go on its path, the moon will go on its path, and there won't be any point of meeting. If there is any point of intersection, Al-Qiyamah has come. وَالْقَمَرَ قَدَرْنَاهُ مَنَازِلَ آتَكَ الْأُرْجَانِ الْقَدِيمِ لَا شَمْسُ يَنبَغِي لَهَا أَن تُدْرِكَ الْقَمَرَ وَلَا لَيْلُ سَابِقُ النَّهَارِ. And the day will never supersede the sun. If not, the day will never supersede the night. وَاللَّيْلُ, the night will not supersede the day if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not decreed. So the mother of the time we are using is the night. Because it is the night that will give birth to what? To the day. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling us all this, want us to know that yes, you are living. You must know how you are living and what you should do. If the hadiths are read at the section of this khutbah. These ayam wal a'wamu hum mawazinul khairat. Our days and nights, they are there for us to do what? To evaluate ourselves, to do good things. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept us here, and we are breathing, we are sleeping, we are dying, we are waking. Because even the sleep that we used to sleep is a temporary death. So whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala restore back his life, should give thanks to Allah. That's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that whenever we wake up, say Alhamdulillah alladhi ahyana aw ahyani ba'da ma amatani. Amata is death, right? If you have not passed through a temporary death, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will not say that. And now min anwa il maut. One of the phylums, one of the species of death is the sleeping that we used to sleep. So whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala restore back his life is part of the name of Allah. So, now, as we are saying, we can't have our days and nights from the geographical point of view, right? They are talking about the earth, that we have the longitude, we have the latitude, right? The longitude, each of the longitude, we have 15 degrees. At least it's a 360 degree circle. What used to give difference between our own timing zone here and that of another timing zone here is the movement of the earth from one point to another in its elliptical orbit within the globe. Now, here in Nigeria, we are 2 hours ahead of the United Kingdom. Tokyo is 8 hours ahead of us. We are ahead of New York with 6 hours. The only country we are sharing time with is Paris. That we are in the same geographical zone. Cairo and South Africa, they are 2 hours ahead of us. All this is because of the ikhtilaful layli wan nahar that is leading to what? To the year that we are talking about. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not just say any verse, will not just say anything in the Holy Quran without having benefit and importance attached to it. As some places as we are now, there are some places that are in the darkness, which we can also view, or which we shall also flash back from what we are talking about, the North Pole and South Pole. I'll be talking about the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, right? We'll be talking about Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle. The Earth itself, concerning that axis that I'm talking about, is at an inclined angle. When that Earth inclines, or when the axis is inclined, right? Some places will be seeing sun faster. Some places will be in darkness in totality. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us this, that nobody can do this if not me. And all these together are what? Are the awam, are the years that I'm talking about. And that was the reason why I mentioned those days, those locations that we have different in time zones, which every one of us also know. Because here in Nigeria, we are in the middle belt, at the line of equator, right? That particular place, and the countries that are around that place, the difference in our timing, for the long days, is just within maybe 30 minutes. For the short days, it's just within 30 minutes. Our days can never be longer than 30 minutes, nor will it be shorter than 30 minutes. All this is within ikhtilaful layli wan nahar that leads to our 12 months that we have. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that washamshi waduhaha wal qamari iza talaha wal layli iza yaghsha. All this, they are telling us about the timing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to every one of us. And what are we to use them for? I've mentioned. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let this our time to favor every one of us. Now, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as we said, somebody asked one of the people that were there before him. The person later became the Sahaba of Rasul. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Anta akbar min Rasul? Are you older than Rasul? Or are you greater than Rasul? The person said, Anna Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam akbar minni wa anna asunnu minhu. that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is greater than me, but I'm older than him by age. Because I was already a child. I was already at my teenage when the Amul field happened. When the year of the elephant, the incident of the elephant happened. So I witnessed it because my mother, when she is taking me out, she'll be showing me the footprint or the footsteps of the elephant of Abraham that came from Yemen. So I'm older than Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam because these are happening because there are no calendar. And we've originated it, we've studied it, we've discussed it that Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu ta'ala was the one that did what? That put together the calendar of Islam. Now, how did these names came on board? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was the son of Abdullah. Abdullah was the son of Abdul Muttalib. Abdul Muttalib was the son of Hashim. Hashim was the son of Qusay. Qusay was the son of Kilab. Kilab was the son of Murrah. Murrah was the son of Ubay. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had this ancestral tree. The sixth person, who is Qusay ibn Kilab, was the one that names all this month. That we are having Muharam. What is Muharam? Muharam means what is haram? What is a taboo that you must not do? Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhu, somebody asked him about the sanctity of haram. He now told them that even if they are in haram, when you see the murder of your father, the murderer of your father, the person that killed your father, killed your mother, killed your family, if you see him in the precinct of Masjid al-Haram, you must not do anything for that person. That is why it's what? Is haram. Whatever is halal to do, our misbehavior outside, as soon as you enter the Masjid al-Haram where you have Kaaba, and that of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the third one is that one in Baitul Maqdis, Masjid al-Aqsa. Those are the haramain that we have. You must not carry a weapon into the place. You must not talk about love inside the place. All those things that you are free to do outside, you must not do them in those vicinity. That is why we call them haram. And this haram originated from haram, yuhrimu, and tahariman, the masdar of it. That's something that is forbidden. So what was forbidden? For the Qusay ibn Kilab, the number 6 grandfather of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to have named that month Muharram. That's something that is forbidden. What was it? During that time, they won't go out for battle. They won't go out to what? To go and fight. Hurmatu alaykum al-qital. To fight, to exchange weapons is what? Is haram. That was why Muharram is what? Muharram. Safar, tasfiru diyar or tasfiru amkan. They will leave their homes. You know the first month is what? Is haram for them to go out to go and fight. But this second month now is what? Tasfiru diyar. To go out and go and fight. Everybody will go on his way. And in Arabic, what we mean by safar can have like 2-3 minutes. One, tasfiru diyar, for something to become what? Empty. And sifur in Arabic is 0. Sifur, why it is na salasa arba. Sifur is 0. When something is empty, what will be there? Nothing. Another meaning of safar. The third one is asfar, something that is yellow color. Abiyad is white. Ahmar is red. Asfar, something that is yellow. You know when something is green, when it becomes yellow, it has died. So nobody will be in that house. And that particular month, most of their herbs, most of their vegetation used to do what? Used to turn to yellow. Reason why that month was called what? Safar. Rabiul Awal and Rabiul Sani. Rabiul Awal and Rabiul Sani used to be the time that their vegetations used to be very greenish. Autumn period. Rabiul Awal or Rabiul Sani. So what happened in the first month, the severity of what happened in the first month will replicate itself at second month. So that is Rabiul Awal, Rabiul Sani. The 5th and 6th month, which is Jumad al-Awal, or Jumad al-Saniya, or Jumad al-Akhirah. That time, there has to be severe cold that everybody will become what? Frozen. Reason why Qusay ibn Kilab named that particular month Jumad al-Awal, Jumad al-Saniya, or Jumad al-Akhirah. Rajab and Rajaba, that time is used to be time of veneration. You know, out of those sacred 4 months, Rajab is the only one that is detached from the other ones. The remaining 3, Zulqa'dah, Zulhijjah, Muharam, Salasa Mutawalliyat, they followed each other. But Rajab is far away from them. So Rajab, Rajaba, they used to be alone. Everybody will take to himself. Because Rajab itself, that particular month is what? It's on its own, it's not with the other 3. Reason why Qusay ibn Kilab mentioned that month or named that month to be what? Rajab. Shaban is Tashawulu Qaba'il. This group of people, they will come together. Tashawulu Qaba'il. They will come together, all of them. They will start going out and go and be fighting again to go and be looking for their enemies. They will leave their vicinity, leave their houses, and whatever they have, they will go out to go and be fighting. At Tashawul Qaba'il, the clans, the communities, the family, all of them, they will decide their houses and go out to go and fight. Ramadan is the only month that we are now. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah said, Rajab Sha'ari, for Ramadan Sha'r Ummatik. Rajab is the month of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Ramadan is the month of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's one that know. Ramadan is the month of the Ummah of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Rajab is the month of Allah. Ramadan is that of the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This Ramadan is being extracted from Ramadan, severe heat. During that time, there used to be a very severe heat in the Arabian Peninsula. Because it might not work like that in our own. I think we are fasted during rainy season. Our fasting has turned around the whole season, right? During that time, there used to be very heat, severe heat, and that was why it was named Ramadan, being extracted from Ramadan. The 10th month, Sha'awal, is Tashawulun Naqo. Their camels will be raising their tails like this, indicating that 1, it's time for the camel to copulate, a male camel to copulate with a female camel. That is 1. Number 2, raising of the tail in that particular time, still happening to today, an indication that that she camel is in her gestation period. She is pregnant. Atasha ulunako. 3 of Sha'wal is indicating that that time their camel used to have dry meat. They don't used to have enough meat to extract from the camel. Reason why Qusay ibn Kilab named that particular month as what? Sha'wal. Tasha'ulu and Naqo. The 11th month, Zulhijjah. You know, at Sha'ban, at the 8th month, they all went out to go and fight. All the communities, all the clans, they've decided their environment, right? Zulqa'dah, they will come back home and come and sit down in anticipation of what? Zulhijjah, to go and perform Hajj. Ijlis means sit down in Arabic. Ijad means what? Sit down. Zulhijjah, the month that they used to do what? They used to sit down at home. No fighting, no anything. Even going for business transaction, they will be at home. They will put it on hold because of what? In anticipation to go for Zulhijjah, the 12th month, that they go and perform Hajj. Because then they used to perform Hajj, despite the fact that they are not performing the Hajj the way we are performing it now. They have their 360 idols inside Kaaba. But they do Hajj. And they used to do their Hajj, they perform their Hajj nakedly. It was Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salamullah. Before Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salamullah, nobody was doing that except the angels. Sayyidina Ibrahim came, he performed his own hajj the way Allah wanted him to perform it, not naked. After Sayyidina Ibrahim, Nabiuna Ibrahim to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what changed? Man badala dinuna. If Rasulullah Muhammad said Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salamullah, right? He was our Anif, the person that brought our religion, right? He practiced Islam the way he's supposed to practice it. So after he left, who changed the deen of Islam before Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came? Because Islam is already in existence. So who changed it? Because it was after them, after Ibrahim, Ishmael came. After Ishmael, Isaac, Yaqub, they came. All of them came down till the land came to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In between that interface, who changed the deen of Islam? That made the Quraysh to be doing the circumambulation of Kaaba and be doing the Safa and Marwa nakedly. This is how the origin of the month of Islam came on board. To the best knowledge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless every one of us with the nobility of this holy month. Muharam has plenty of virtues. Not only Muharam. All the months, they have their virtues. The days, the names of the month are not important to us. What we are going to derive from each of the months, spiritually, is what we should be after. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us be among the benevolent ones. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. In summary, abin da muka faɗa yau shine batun me kawo ranaku yanda Allah ya ba mu ranaku a cikin zamani da muke yanzu. Domin manzo Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam Allah ya gaya masa a cikin suratul Tauba sura na 9 aya na 36 Allah ya gaya masa ce a gurina akwai watannu guda 12 kuma a cikin 12 din nan akwai guda 4 su ne suka fi sarki a cikin to su guda 8 da suka rage su ba su da sarki ne dukansu suna da sarki amma akwai wayansu da yafi wayansu kuma Allah ya ce su guda 4 din nan ko suna gurina a cikin kitab kuma na gaya mana akwai wasu abubuwa guda biyu a gaban Allah muna da lauhil mafusi dukan mun san allo da muke karanta a islamiyya kafin mu fara karanta littattafai za mu ta mana kan allo alif ba ta sa Allah yana da lauhil mafus din nan akwai wasu halittun Allah suna da iko su ga abin da yana ciki kamar su mala'ika kuma a gurin Allah akwai wani kitab muna ce masa umul kitabi yamhullahu man yasha'u wa yusbitu wa indahu umul kitab ayan qur'ani ne wannan umul kitab din nan babban littafi ne ba wanda yana da izini ya kai gurin balle ya ce zai ga abin da yana ciki kada rana da kada ranka a ciki ne yake ba wanda ya san abin da yake Allah ya rubuta a ciki sai dai shi Allah so Allah ya ce a cikin babban littafi din nan ya fi lauhil mahfusi Allah ya ce a cikin littafi din nan na rubuta su watanni guda 8 din nan guda 4 din nan to su watanni me sunan su ne zulkada wata na 11 zulhijja wata na 12 na hijriya da muke amfani da shi sai muharram da muke cikin yanzu wata na farko sabon shekara na hijriya na muhammadiyya ba na su turawa ba to abubakar sahabban manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam shi ma ya kawo hadisi kun ga na karanta guda 3 ko sura na 4 shi ma a cikin hadisi domin qur'ani dole mu yarda da qur'ani kuma dole mu yarda da hadisin manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam duk wanda bai yarda da shi ba shi ba musulmi bane muna da yan uwanmu shi ba mu'mini bane ba mamaki shi musulmi ne ba mu'mini ba domin qur'ani zai diga fassara hadisai za su diga fassara kalmomin cikin qur'ani in ka ce qur'ani ya je daban hadisai ya je daban kamar kana so ka sage jiki na gida biyu yanzu ka ce anno dama ya je daban anno wannan ma ya je daban ba babbanci tsakanin qur'ani da hadisin manzon sallallahu alaihi wasallam abinda zamu yi a cikin su ne mu cire wannan hadisi bai da lafiya hadisin maudu'u, hadisin mutawatira, hadisin sahihun. Yanda yake din nan ne ma ka ruwaito Qur'ani. Yadda da muna da riwayoyin hadisai, an ce an karbo hadisi din nan daga Abu Huraira zuwa Anas bin Malik, daga Anas bin Malik zuwa Abdullah bin Mas'ud zuwa Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yadda aka ruwaito hadisai din nan, haka ne aka ruwaito ayoyin Qur'ani. Ba bambanci da Qur'ani da hadisi. The way Quran, the way hadith were being narrated, that we have chain of transmissions in hadith. So also we have chain of transmission in Quran. That this hadith was narrated by Abdullah ibn Abbas. Abdullah ibn Abbas, we have a silsila to Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud, we have a silsila to Abdullah ibn Mubarak. Abdullah ibn Mubarak, maybe to Abu Huraira. Abu Huraira will go to what? To Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What are these? These are asanid. These are chain of transmissions, right? So also to Al-Quran Karim. When I was talking about Qira'at last week, I mentioned this. Hadith too, Quran were also what? They were also narrated the way hadiths were narrated. So, abin da nake fada, hadisan manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam, akwai wasu suka yarda da shi, wasu ba su yarda da Qur'ani ba. Muna da su, muna da Mu'tazila, muna nan tare da su. Mun ji arewa za mu same su. Muna da Khawarij. Ina so yi magana kan mutanen nan tun kamar shekara 2 yanzu. Amma Allah zai bani iko kwanan nan. Su waye ne Mu'tazila? Who are the Mu'tazila? Who are the Kharijite? Who are the Mukharijun? Who are the Kharijite? And who are the Akladiyun? Dukan su muna nan tare da su. Ai mun yi magana kan Shia ko? Those of us that have been here for the past 3 years. I spoken about Shia, how they emancipated. And this particular day, irin ranar yau, in mun je Zaria, mun je Kaduna, mun je hanyar Kano yanzu, za ku ganyen Shia suna procession, suna takawa. Za su taka da Kano, za su zo gidan wani a Zaria. Ina gan su sosai, ina ganin su sosai tun da nake jariri nake gan su. Suna ma fi gaban gidanmu. Za su sa bakakin kaya, su sa red band. That the red band is indicating the blood of Hussein that was killed in the massacre of Karbala on the 10th day of Muharam. And the black cloth that they are wearing is to mourn Hussein, the son of Ali ibn Abi Talib. I've explained all this. Suna so su rama wayanda suka kashe Husaini dan Ali ko jika manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Irin ranar na yau ne aka kashe shi daga tsakanin sojojin su Yazid ibn Muawiya ibn Abu Sufyan. Rana na yau, rana na 10, yau ne Allah ya tsare Nabiyu na Musa a hannun Fir'aun. Nabiyu na Nuhu, annabi Nuha, ranar da Allah ya ce motar jirgin ruwansa ya tsaya bayan kwana 40 da dare da rana yana cikin wanda suka yarda da shi. Allah ya bashi dogon rayuwa. 1,450 years. What is 1,000? 1,450 shi ne rayuwa da annabi Nuhu ya yi a kan kasar nan. A kuma cikin 1,450 din nan yana ta kira mutane ku zo ku yi nan Allah shekaru 950. A ƙarshe mutane 80 kawai da suka yarda da shi. To, duk wanda suka yarda da shi din nan Allah ya ce kwashe su ya sa su a cikin jirgin ruwa da wasu dabbobi. Su yi kwana 40 dare da rana akan ruwa kuma ga ruwan sama yana ta zubowa. Ranar da Allah zai ce jirgin ruwan nan ya tsaya ranar Muharram 10 ne. So akwai mahimmanci da yawa, alhairai da yawa a cikin watan nan. Manzo Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam ya ce mu yi kokari sosai, mu yi kuka ga wa Allah. Da ya shiga Madina, ya same su Yahudawa suna ta azumi ranar na 10 na Muharram. Sai tambaye su, me yasa kuna azumi? Wai suna gode wa Allah. Domin Allah ya cire Musa daga hannun Fir'auna da su bane Isra'il. Allah ya sare su daga cikin fitinan Fir'aun. Domin haka ne suna tunatarwa da shi. Sai manzonsa ya biya musu. Ya ce wai ai Musa na fi kusance shi gare ku. in Allah ya bani dogon rayuwa shekara mai zuwa zan yi azumi na rana na 9 kamar jiya domin mu samu ikhtilaful yahud kada a ce wai abun da suke yi shine mu ma muna yi sai dai su kofa daga gurin mu ba wai mu kofa daga gurin su ba domin haka ne aka ce mu cire wannan ku bar wannan domin su ne suka bar wannan amma yadda Allah yana so shekara mai zuwa bai samu manzon sa sallallahu alaihi wasallam ba so irin na rana na 9 din na jiya da wasu suka yi a cikin mu manzo bai samu yayi ba amma ya riga ya fada kuma abinda manzo ya fada abinda yayi abinda ya gani mutanensa suna yi kuma bai ce a'a ba abinda muke ce a hadisi kenan abinda ya gani suna yi what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says even if it has not come to pass what he did and what he saw his companions doing, I never go against it. That is the hadith. That is the tradition. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam never fasted that of the 9th of Muharam, but he had already said it that if Allah spare my life till next year, I will fast it. So those that were opportune or that have been fasting 9 and 10th of Muharam, we are on the millah. May Allah accept it from all. So abin da muka faɗa kenan. Darajar cikin watan nan shine duk abin da muka faɗa. Kuma su watannin cikin shekarun nan yadda suka samu sunayensu jika na shida manzo sallallahu alaihi wasallam shi ne ba su sunaye domin wasu abubuwa da yake faru amma abin da mu za mu yi shine daraja da yana cikin kowane wata shine mu duba falala da yana cikin su shine mu duba ba ruwanmu da sunayensu Allah ya samu gama lafiya inna Allah ya'murukum bil adli wal ihsan wa ita'i zil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkari wal baghi ya'izukum la'allakum tadhakkarun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking every one of us to do good, which we all know that we should do. Ya'murukum bil adli. We should be just in whatever we are doing. Wal ihsan, let us do good. And what we mean by ihsan, an ta'budallaha ka'annaka tarahu, fa in lam takun tarahu, fa innahu yaraka. Do everything that you know that if everybody is seeing you is good. Anything that you are doing secretly, clandestinely, is not good. That you don't want them to meet you there. Don't do that. Wa'ita'idul qurba, our family members, brothers. We should all be remembering our family members. Those that have done bad to you, forgive them. That Allah spare your life to this time. Forgive them. It's not your might. It's not that talisman that Baba has given you that has been protecting you. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not that incision that they have given you. It's not that local herb that your mother has given you, pay it everywhere, either the sorry or the eat or share, do it everywhere. It's not that. It is Allah that has deliberately preserved you. Look at all this opportunity and be flexible on people. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, huwa ra'ufun rahimun. Laqad ja'akum rasulun min anfusikum azizu alayhi ma anantum harisu alaykum bil mu'minina. Harisu yẹn pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́. We should be flexible on people. Those of you in position of authority, be flexible. All the people that are doing yes for you today, if they didn't send you on an errand tomorrow, Mama ki Allah zai cire wa daya a cikin yaran su da sai baba ẹ fi ewu orí yẹn wá mo fi gbálẹ̀ bí. Gbogbo nǹkan lọ́lọ́mọ bóyá pé fún yẹn lẹ́san. Everything Allah can dash you, but reward of what you sow today, you must reap it. All the people working on that are running, somebody of your grandfather's age that is telling you, yes, sir, ọ̀gá wa ń bọ̀, tí sì ń gbọ̀n, ó sì tún pariwo mọ́. Gbogbo ìwọ náà parí tiẹ̀ sí. Somebody of 70 years telling you of 25, yes, sir, àwọn CEO wa ń bọ̀, our GMD wa ń bọ̀, is running. You have not opened the door of the vehicle. He has fallen down. Nítorí pé fẹ́ bọ̀ gàrẹ́ sílẹ̀kùn. And you are not pity of those people. You are not among the who follow him, and you can never be among them except you do a tawbah to Nasura. Wa'ita'idul qurba, our family members, we should not forget them. Remember, this is our head. In some years to come now, I might not be able to shout like this again. I can shout more than this 5 years ago. Summa radadnahu asfala safilin. Every day we are getting tantamount to our grave. Every day our strength is reducing, no matter the booster you are using. Our strength, the health that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us, is reducing every day. We don't know how we are going to end. Some people, it is from their place of work. If they fall down like this,
have partial stroke. It is from that office they will take him to the family. He has become 100 years liability for the family. And Gashi Achikin family drinker, you have never been responsible for anybody. They are looking for cleaner in your office. You can't tell the people in your family. Any a cleaner. It's not everybody that has a first degree, second degree that you can help. You can help somebody in your family to get a gate man job. One at teaching them here. And they are not calling you Babo Olowo kan láàrin Olosin gbogbo wọn. Abẹ́mọ̀. Mai kuɗi ɗaya a cikin duk mutane 100, shi mai kuɗi ne, shi babban matalauci ne. Kai kadai ana ta ce maka marhaba san da za kai ba za ka mutu a cikin alheri ba. Because dukkan su za su duka domin me yasa kai kadai every time suna zuwa sun tashi a cikin kujera any bayan bo wannan yana zuwa. Me yasa a cikin su za a ga wanda zai ce Ọlọ́run jo tètè kú. Let people benefit from what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you as an opportunity. Majority of us, we don't merit where Allah has placed us. Wallahi, we don't merit it. Ó mọ̀ àwọn òfin ṣàdánwò fún wa ni. Allah ya jarabce mu ne a matsayin da ya sa mu. Ẹ̀yin náà wúlò fáwọn èèyàn, kó tó dijọ́ tẹ̀ ní wúlò fúnra yín. Majority of you now, you travel home, you went for Salah, you see how your family house is. You'll be able to roof the house, and that is where they gave birth to your mother. That's where they even slept your own Omotansu. And since that time, Allah has not brought out Oluomo kankan nínú ilé wọn, and you at least you are getting something. You can't send 50,000 to them. Another place you send 25,000. Ojú ọdún tí ń bọ̀ kó mọ́ pa yín. Majority of you are rich. You are rich. You are àmọ́ ṣe bí olòṣì. Ẹ mọ̀ pé kó olòṣì lẹ́ padà kú sí ni. Ìfẹ́ jẹ́ mọ̀ pé mo lówó, ìfẹ́ jẹ́ mọ̀ kó dáa fún mi. Ìgbà wọn fẹ́ gbádùn ayé ara rẹ̀. Alheri da Allah ya bamu, mu bar mutane su ci a ciki. Remember the day if you die, God ba ṣe kú tó ṣe kú. You are not the one that will bat yourself. And those that will fall sick before that time, you know, if you don't have one hand paralyzed, one leg paralyzed, you won't be able to do anything for yourself. And maybe they will take you to village. In the village, you don't have a house. They will take you to family house. They say they don't know you. Who will not take care of you? وَيَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ وَالْبَغْيِ يَعِظُكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. Allah is asking every one of us to do good. All those things that are taboo, destroying people's integrity, causing leaders, changing figures. Those of you that are clearing road for them, yes, so person is not at the road. You can bring the cable, bring the diesel. And you have some operators, they will tell you that, when we are learning how to operate, we learn how to siphon fuel together. They will tell you like that, that is part of their activities. To took a motor, Sunkoi, they search in money. Mafiaji operator, that's a kai, Abaro Namagana, Tabadiwa, Jolon Coloma to that. Olojabi, Jobabare. وَيَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ وَالْبَغْيِ يَعِظُكُمْ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. Quran is telling us all this so that we can get back to Allah and return back to Al-Jannah to Firdaus. Brothers, conclusively, this particular month is not the month that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did Hijrah that we are doing. This is not the month that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam migrated from Mecca to Medina. Inshallah next week. I wanted to postpone it to the month, but let me take it off so that we'll continue any other thing. We are going to talk about the Hijrah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But it's not this month. Majority of us know. Alhamdulillah, we have one of our father that just came back from Hajj, despite the fact that he didn't tell us before he disappeared. And I saw him in E-Block on Monday. I nearly tore him into pieces. He was just begging me. I said, is it because of cow and some water that other people know date that you bring for us? He said, no. I understood him very well. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the Hajj that he has done. He's presently in our midst. He's even with his sabaka. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let every one of us go and bring our own sabaka. You know, you what pair of our girl with his sabaka. Allah of our Hajj here. Allah accept it from him. Those of us that we have not gone, Allah make it very easy for us. No matter how they are going, it's 5 million now. The cheapest is 4.5. Look at the board state, I think 3 million. The international 4.5, 5 million. The Baba was telling me he paid almost 5 million. Somebody that wanted to go almost 3 years ago now when it was 1.2. But he still went when the call came. Yeah. So it's not money, it is call. Let's continue to be registering. Me, I want to go next year. I missed this year. I want to go. May Allah make it easy for me. And every one of us that want to go, may Allah make it easy for us. Where we are going to get the lawful money, not haram money. If you go with haram money, Allah will not accept your hajj. Okay, malu loni. Kaje ziyara kawai, kaje excursion kawai. Allah will not accept your money. Will not accept your hajj. Let's be asking him to give us clean money. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. May Allah accept the hajj of the Baba. Those that have come back, may Allah not kill them now. Allah has been killing some of them. There's one woman here, I don't know if some of you saw it on Facebook. I showed it to one of my daddy here on Wednesday. She came back last week Wednesday. You know Yoruba people, on this Friday like this, you go to Yoruba town. You see the performance last year, Yoruba they say, that person might not go to mosque. That person might arrive Nigeria on Monday. He won't go to mosque. Don't know the teacher to go Lojima. Papa could go to the Jordan. That woman came back on Wednesday. She did all Yoruba Mary. Once she died on Saturday. She did housewarming on Friday. She came on Wednesday. Last Wednesday, I showed one of our uncle here. I showed him on Wednesday. She came last week Wednesday. I think she had a house built for her before her arrival or before she left. Her own house. She did housewarming. She did a Sabaka at Iko Jademaka. On Friday, on Saturday, she slept in her grave. Baba, Allah will not kill you this. Allah will give you good health to use your heart. We too that we are expecting Allah call us. Allah will asking you to call us. And whichever we are going to call, let it be Aji Mabrur. Don't let it be Aji Shaitan. And don't let it be that of Malakul Maut. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Our brothers that are security among us, may Allah continue to be protecting you. The weapons you are using, may they not use it against you. Wherever your families are, may Allah protect them. We too that we are laborers here, and various designations that we are holding, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to be protecting us and guide us in the best decision that we take that will favor the Ummah. Wala hawla wala quwwata illa billah. Nigeria as a whole, Allah guide our leaders. Ministerial list, we've been seeing small something. Whoever Allah will choose, Allah choose the best people for us. That we bring succor to our problems. Because we are in serious problem in this country at the moment. Allah, we are asking you that you bring tranquility to Makkah and Medina. We are asking you to bring tranquility to this Nigeria. Let it be a turning point for us, this dispensation. Let it be a land that people will be coming that we are going to Nigeria, the economy is better now. And wherever it's going to be better, Allah don't let us be wiped off of the yesterday. Let today be better than yesterday. And let tomorrow of our own children be better than today. Let that of our own be better than that of our parents. Allahumma izal Islam wal Muslimin. Wazilla shirika wal mushrikeen. Damir adaka adda ad-din. Mansur ibadaka al-muwahidin. Birahmatika ya rahmur rahimin. Allahumma ati nufusana taqwaha. Wa zakkiha anta khairu man zakkaha. Anta waliyuha wa mawlaha. Bismillahil ladzi la yadurru ma'a ismihi shay'un fil ardi wa la fis sama'. Raditu billahi rabban wa bil Islam dinan. Wa bi Muhammadin nabiyyan sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Qum ila salati ya rahmatullah.